Hello everybody, this is Matt TV, and today we're going to be attacking the 2024 AMC8 problem 24. The question reads, Gene has made a piece of stained glass art in the shape of two mountains as shown in the figure below. One mountain peak is 8 feet high, while the other peak is 12 feet high. Each peak forms a 90-degree angle, and the straight sides form a 45-degree angle with the ground. So as you can see this diagram, that these are the angles that the problem is referring to. So 45 right here, 45 right here, and there's 90-degree angles. All right. The artwork has an area of 180 square feet. The sides of the mountain meet at an intersection point near the center of the artwork, h feet above the ground. What is the value of h? So in the figure that the problem gives, they did not extend these sides, but I've extended them just to show you, like, you should always extend the sides of a triangle no matter what is given in the problem. So basically, this helps us figure out what h can be. It is the height of this triangle right here. So make sure in a problem to always extend the sides of a triangle, even if the problem doesn't give it. All right, now the problem gives us a bunch of numbers and a bunch of angles. So let's do some angle chasing and number crunching. So we know that the sum of the angles of a triangle add up to 180. So as we can see in this triangle, we have a 90, 45, and then the other angle must be 45 as well, because as you can see here, 180 minus 90 minus 45 is equal to 45. So therefore, we have that. And very similarly for this triangle right here, we have very similar thing. This is 45. And now we also know that if this is 45 and this is 45, then the area of this small triangle in the middle is equal to 90 right here. The angle of this is equal to 90 because, again, the sum of the angles of a triangle always add up to 180. So right away, we see this problem that we have a bunch of these types of triangles. These 90, 45, 45 triangles. So 90, 45, 45. And what this tells us is that if this side length is A, then since there's the same angle, this side is also A. And then using the Pythagorean theorem, which is c squared equals a squared is b squared, we get that this hypotenuse is equal to a root 2. Okay, cool. So now we can use this fact to get a bunch of numbers. So we see that this is 8. So let's draw on this. This is 8. Then if this is 8, then this is 90. This is 45, right? And right away, we can see we have one of these triangles right here. Where one of this is 8, one of them is 8. So the other side has to be a root 2 or 8 root 2. All right, perfect. And similarly, for this side, this bigger triangle right here, we see if this is 12 right here, then that means that this side is 12 root 2. All right, now we want to find the value of h. So the problem also gives us that the artwork has an area of 183 square feet. So how would we find the area of this figure given these variables and numbers? Well, the most obvious thing to me is to find the area of this triangle, add it to the area of this triangle, and then subtract the part we overcounted. And this is actually very doable because we have the base and the height of all the triangles. And this way we can actually isolate for h eventually. So the reason that we subtract the overlap part again is because whenever we add this triangle, we're counting this part. When we add this triangle, we're counting this part. So it's double counted. So we got to subtract it once to get the true area. So let's write the equation for that. 183 is the total area. That's equal to the area of, let's call this triangle 1, plus the area of, let's call this bigger triangle, triangle 2. And I have to subtract it, remember, by the intersection, which is this small triangle. Now all that's left to do is plug in the numbers. So we know that the area of a triangle is equal to 1/2 base times height. So we got to find the bases and heights of all the triangles. So we already have the height of A1, right? It's just 8. Now the base is simply, we have 8 root 2 as one of the sides here. We have 8 root 2 as one of the sides here. So right away, we can see we have another one of these right isosceles triangles because this is 90, right? This is 45 and this is 45. So that means that this hypotenuse, our longest side, is equal to 8 root 2 times 2, which is equal to 16. So we have the base, we have the height now. We can plug it in. 1/2 times 16 times 8, this is equal to 64. So this is equal to 64 plus. Now, A2 is very similar. We have that both sides are 12 root 2. And we have that the longest side is therefore 12 root 2 times root 2, which is equal to 24. Since, again, it's 90, 45, 45 triangle. So we have the base and we have the height. 1/2 times 24 times 12 is equal to 144. And finally, we have minus A3. And now we can isolate for A3. And we see that, okay, we can add A3 on both sides. We can subtract 180 on both sides. And now we get A3 equals to 64 plus 144 minus 183. So A3 is equal to 25. All right, so now we have A3 is 25, but we're not done yet. We got to find H. So let me clear this workspace a bit. And to find the area of the smaller triangle, again, we use the formula 1/2 base times height. So 1/2 base times height, we see that, okay, this 1/2 base times height. What is the base of this smaller triangle? Well, we have that right here. We have that right here. The height of the triangle is h. So we have h already. So 1/2 times h. And now we have to find the base. So again, we can do exactly what we did for the other triangles. We have that the height is h. We have that this is a 90, 45, 45 triangle. So we have that this is h root 2. And again, we have another 90, 45, 45 triangle, which h root 2, h root 2. So it means that this base is h root 2 times root 2, which is equal to 2h. So now we have 1/2 times h times 2h. And we can see that, okay, the area of the smaller triangle, or triangle 3, is equal to h squared. And remember, we got that h squared was equal to the area, which is equal to 25. So h is equal to 5. And that is our answer. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. May the force be with you. See you next time.